your Superman news video for the week November 21st, November 27th, 2014. Our top news stories in this week's Speeding Bulletin include: we get another aerial view of the Batman v Superman set in New Mexico. Greg Berlanti gives us an interesting tidbit about the Supergirl TV series. And Noelle Neal celebrates her 94th birthday. Let's check out these stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, last week the Austin Film Society welcomed Man of Steel and Batman v Superman costume designer Michael Wilkinson for an artist spotlight event at the Harry Ransom Center in Austin, Texas. Wilkinson was able to attend the event during a break in filming on Batman v Superman before he headed off to New Mexico, where he has his work cut out for him, creating costumes for 60 extras. Speaking of New Mexico, KRQE News 13 in Deming, New Mexico posted a new video shot from a helicopter which flew over the massive set for Batman v Superman, where filming is currently taking place. Henry Cavill is currently in the area, having been spotted at various Deming restaurants this week, where he was happy to stop and take photos with fans, many who then posted them online via Twitter and Instagram. Jersey, the British island where Henry Cavill was born, paid tribute to their hometown hero last year with a series of Man of Steel postage stamps released by Jersey Post. Now JerseyStamps.com are offering Superman and Henry Cavill fans the opportunity to own a limited edition framed set of Man of Steel stamps signed by Henry. You can order yours now from JerseyStamps.com for £150. Warner Home Video released additional cover artwork, front and back, for the Blu-ray and DVD editions of Justice League Throne of Atlantis, the new DC animated original movie, which follows on from Justice League War. You can pre-order Justice League Throne of Atlantis on Blu-ray and or DVD from our online store for its release on January 27th. Longtime Superman fans will recall that a billboard featuring a Superman-Batman logo appeared in the 2007 film I Am Legend starring Will Smith. Some fans may know that Akiva Goldsman, who wrote and produced the film, was once hired to write an early draft of a Superman-Batman movie around the same time. Francis Lawrence, who directed I Am Legend and is currently promoting the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, gave Collider.com further insight into the Superman-Batman advertisement's appearance.
And then we were thinking of, hey, like what movies would it be fun to put up that would have been on the screen when the plague hit that caused all the damage? And he thought, okay, let's do Batman, Superman. And just recently I ran into Akiva. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And we were talking about it. And he actually said, you know, Warner Brothers actually never gave us permission to even put the Batman, Superman logo in there. I thought that we had gone to them and asked them and gone through legal and all that, but nobody actually ever gave us permission.
In TV news, Greg Berlanti, the executive producer of current hit TV shows Arrow and Flash, is the focus of a profile piece in the December 5th issue of Entertainment Weekly magazine, in which he briefly mentions the upcoming Supergirl TV series. Berlanti says it's possible this Supergirl could enter the worlds of Arrow and the Flash. This issue of the Entertainment Weekly magazine is on sale now. DC Comics announced another wave of titles in their company-wide Convergence event, with 10 new titles scheduled to go on sale in the third week of April 2015, 2 of which are Superman-related. Adventures of Superman sees Superman and Supergirl try to escape the city through the Phantom Zone, but they enter a portion they've never seen before and learn that Supergirl is destined to die if they return to their proper time and dimension. True story. And in Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, while Brainiac 5 struggles to break through the dome, Superboy tries to keep the Legion of Superheroes spirits up, but then the Atomic Knights ride into town. To date, DC Comics has now revealed 30 of the 42-issue miniseries that will tie into the main Convergence book. No doubt the publisher will reveal the final 10 books next week. Gaslight Lex Luthor has been an important character in the digital-first comic book series Infinite Crisis: Fight for the Multiverse. DC Comics posted an interview with writer Dan Abner and editor Jim Chadwick to find out what it is about this version of Lex Luthor that makes him so dangerous. Jim said, DC Universe Luthor seems genuinely more ruthless, but I also think he might underestimate his Gaslight World counterpart, which would be a serious mistake and might give our Luthor the upper hand. Comic books we reviewed this week included Batman Superman number 16, which was reviewed by Alyssa Gossage, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying Superman's Joker is a great start for a new arc. Michael Bailey reviewed Superman Wonder Woman number 13, saying This was a very enjoyable issue, and while it doesn't have the same feel that Charles Soule brought to the book, I'm looking forward to this introductory storyline quite a bit, and he rated this a 4 out of 5. Supergirl number 36 was reviewed by James Lance, who gave it a 4 out of 5, saying, "I would have liked to have seen just a little more of Kara on Earth before she was taken to be tested." T.A. Hewitt reviewed Justice League number 36, saying, "While the issue is a solid one and without a doubt entertaining, it's still hard to believe that this is a Jeff Johns story," and he gave it a 4 out of 5 score. Injustice Year 3 Chapter 8 was also reviewed by T.A. Hewitt, who said, "Regime Superman is making things happen. Unfortunately, it's all for the wrong reasons," and he rated this chapter a 3 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from November 26 include Injustice Year 3 Chapter 9 digital comic has been available since November 25th. Earth 2 World's End number 8. New 52 Futures End number 30. Secret Origins number 7 features a Superboy story. Superman number 36, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, a Superman vs. Flash variant cover, and another variant cover. Infinite Crisis Chapter 27 digital comic will be available November 30th, and Justice League Trinity War trade paperback. There's less than a month to go before Christmas, so liven up your Christmas festivities with these Superman decorations, ornaments and other holiday goodies. Get this Superman Santa hat for $14.62. Or how about this Man of Steel Superman Hallmark ornament available for $16.95. These and other great Superman Christmas decorations are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment released a new trailer showcasing the exciting add-on content included in the DLC Season Pass for LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. The Season Pass will include 6 add-on content packs that feature unique themed levels, stories and free play modes. Players will gain access to more than 40 characters, vehicles, achievements and more. In the Man of Steel add-on pack, which is available now, you're tasked to the job of helping Jor-El, his wife Lara and their robot Kelex in sending the infant Superman Kal-El into space towards the safety of Earth as Krypton falls into chaos. Find a way inside Jor-El's home, fight General Zod's invading forces, and battle against Zod himself to save Superman. Order LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham from our online store now. Icon Heroes announced this week a licensing deal with Warner Bros. Consumer Products to manufacture office accessories inspired by the DC Comics franchise. The line launches next month with several DC Comics superhero powerhouses featured in a robust line of business card cases, letter openers and bookends. We'll let you know when these items are available to purchase through our online store. In an impressive superpower beatdown video released this week, Batman travels to the Death Star to save Superman from the clutches of Darth Vader. The production values are amazing, the special effects and voice acting are incredible, even if the premise is flawed. Yes, Superman needs Batman to save him once again. How and why Superman was captured by Darth Vader and incarcerated within the Death Star is unknown. In my opinion, if Darth Vader was able to capture Superman with all his powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men, then what hope did Batman have at all? Either way, it's an impressive, incredibly well done short video. As of our last count, there are over 580 songs that mention Superman or Clark Kent, either within the title of the song or within the song's lyrics. This week I put together an infographic of the top 10 Superman songs that specifically mention the name Superman in the song's title. This was collated using the Billboard's Hot 100 database and took into account the song's peak position on the music charts as well as the length of time it remained in the charts. Check out the infographic on our website now and feel free to share it around. Noelle Neal, best known to Superman fans as the original Lois Lane and First Lady of Metropolis, Illinois, celebrated her 94th birthday this week. We're told Noelle enjoyed her customary chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream on her birthday while reading her many cards from fans and friends. On behalf of Superman fans everywhere, we wish Noelle a very happy birthday and continued good health. Episode 119 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. In this month's podcast, Scotty and I discuss Batman v Superman filming in IMAX, the Kent Farm and Smallville Cemetery, the Wayne's death, Superman flying above Chicago, Amy Adams at the Daily Planet, filming on a ferry on Lake Michigan, filming in New Mexico, LEGO DC Comics Superheroes, Justice League vs Bizarro League, more Supergirl TV character details, Convergence, Smallville Season 11 ending, and all the latest Superman comics and much, much more. Check it out now at supermanhomepage.com/radio. And we finish off with a strange one. CremationSolutions.com offer the service of creating for you your very own custom creation urn in the form of a Superman action figure. That's right, a true-to-life 12-inch posable cremation urn action figure with your own likeness. With modern 3D printing, your head becomes the receptacle for your ashes, which is then placed atop the Superman figure, and all from $350. What will they think of next? Anyway, that's all the news there was for the week November 21st, November 27th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So this week, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the state of what's going on in the comics at the moment. Many of these super books, Super Family and Superman included, are kind of taking a new direction. They all have new creative teams that are starting. They all have new adventures that are starting, new story arcs, new beginnings to the covers, which are January of the new year. The first thing I wanted to start with, of course, is Superman Unchained, which is probably on many people's list as the most disappointing event book that was announced and then delayed again, and then released, and then delayed again, and then finally released again. 9 total issues, which initially, I believe our understanding was that this was going to be another ongoing Superman title. Meanwhile, we have another 10 or 20 Bat titles being released as I speak, and probably by the time I'm done this little episode, we will have another 8 or 9 Bat-related books out on the market that you can go out and spend your cash on, which is fine if that's what's selling, while at the same time, any new Superman undertaking seems to be canceled pretty quick, and maybe that's because they're not selling. I know comic books in general aren't selling unless it has Batman or X-Men or Avengers on the moniker. It doesn't get sold. Now, Superman Unchained was a Jim Lee, Scott Snyder, big project, 2 big names. They had this great idea. They knew exactly what they were going to do. Their Superman was decisive and strong and much different from apparently what we were seeing in the New 52. He seemed a little more experienced. He seemed to know what he wanted to do. And in a lot of ways, I liked the Unchained Superman because I did think he was more decisive, and I did think he was more confident. I did think he was more like pre-New 52 Superman, which isn't necessarily great. I mean, I, a lot of times, still see Superman in the New 52 Superman. A lot of people have trouble and say that New 52 Superman is not their Superman and is not Superman, and he doesn't care about people, and he's too violent, and he's... I don't know. I see that a number of times, but I also see that happening in Unchained at times, too. I don't really understand where they went with the story. You know, 9, I feel like the decision to end at 9 was rushed, and I feel like the story itself then suffered because I don't really feel like it ended, and I don't really feel like anything was really explained. My understanding was that Wraith was a government tool that was created in case Superman got out of control, and then suddenly at the end of 9, we're told that he has people that are invading, and then he shows up, even though he was trapped in the moon, and apparently helpless, to save Superman, who's supposed to be the hero of the story, and he pushes him back into the atmosphere so that he can stop his people. I don't quite understand. And Lex Luthor showed up kind of out of nowhere to say, "Mwahaha, I have a way that we can save the human race, but that means you're going to die." And he's not so much the villain as he is the bearer of good/bad news. Listen, take this injection up there and you'll explode and destroy the fleet, which then I think means that Superman was going to kill all of those sentient beings in the ships. I don't know. It just fell flat for me. I love the artwork. The story worked in some places. I like the beginning issue where he saves that building in a strange way in Tokyo or China or wherever it was. It was a neat kind of take on that type of an idea, because while in the Fleischer cartoons, Superman would just hold up a building, the structure probably wouldn't stand that sort of pressure in that one little spot, and it would crumble around him. So the way he did it in the book, in issue 1 of Unchained, I really thought was cool. But unfortunately, it got rushed, I think. It got canceled because those guys couldn't keep up with it. They're too high profile or whatever. I'm only a man in a funny red sheet, looking for special things inside of me, inside of me, inside